Peace, fam. I just wanted to give a little update on, the video games that I said I was gonna make and that kind of stuff. Right now, I'm going to be focusing on my book, but I gotta update you guys about video games too. So this is the original game I was doing, and you see, look at the engine I'm doing it in, by the way. So that's really important, right? If you notice that it was a little offset because of the screen was a little offset because of oh yeah, I basically put the screen as bigger, so there's actually a button on the bottom and some buttons on the top. You'll notice that I can't get hurt in this game. uh, that's because I didn't program myself to feel pain yet. Also, you could run into these guys. I like their movement. I'll show you guys. So basically, well, they're supposed to spawn only on the top, but you see they kind of spawn and then they get to a certain distance and they kind of just start rotating, uh, occasionally switching and so on and so forth. And then if they like bump into each other, they might rotate. So I'm giving up on this game. It's kind of too difficult eventually. Uh, like basically, I was going to put in different enemy types. I think they're gonna show up on at 2 minutes though, right? But I made different enemy types, um, and like all each with different patterns. But the thing is this is AI art, okay? I don't like the AI art. I'll say it that way. I don't like the AI art for this genre, only because I want these enemies to kind of animate, and I still don't have the skills to make animations, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of wait for like 4 minutes, mostly so that I can show you guys the different enemy types, and then we can switch on. I'm gonna show you guys also like another video game that kind of inspired me. So what I'll say is this: I listened to this video. This some guy made a video about like if you're trying to do a game company or something, you're trying to do a game studio, what do you do? So I actually have to kill these guys when the 2 minute mark comes. That way they don't keep spawning and some other enemy type spawns. Um, but like if you kill them now, they're just gonna spawn. Yeah, see there you go. Woo. All right, I'll show you guys how he attacks, or not he, but you know what I mean. Like so basically, they get into range and then they just kind of like go around you. So basically in this game you could like dodge his attacks, obviously. And yeah, the attack looks bad. I drew that. I drew that. But so what happens is this. So the objective of this game was that you get a random enemy, right? And if you kill an enemy, then obviously you'd get some resources or you'd get something, and then another enemy will spawn, and it would be from a random pool. So it could be these guys. It could be other guys, and eventually you might get characters that can support these guys. So even though they're weak, so on and so forth. And then eventually you also would get more and more enemies up to a certain number, obviously. And then you just have this wide range, but it could obviously become really difficult. And you'll see after this next minute, you'll see this other enemy. Yeah, him. See this guy? He's just kind of like way too freaking fast. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. Now, obviously, I could change everything. I could change the speed of everybody, so it's not like he would have to stay fast. But I'll show you guys somebody else's game. So one of the things about games is that you want to make. I'll try to stop. Well, I can't stop shooting, but I'll try to not shoot the guy before he comes in. Um, but like the thing about games is that you can't. What was I gonna say about games? Oh yeah. So the advice was make a game that like only costs like $5. Not cost $5. That you would sell for $5. Now, granted, this is not something you would sell for more than $5 either. But you see how fast this guy is. Like you can still see him, but the whole idea is that let's say if the screen becomes full, like yeah, like you see what I'm saying. Um, I think that this game is kind of hard, and you see it's like publishing hay. uh, like that's how you debug sometimes. You just make the thing publish. So anyway, so this is the game. I gave up on it. I'll stop moving. I gave up on it. Oh yeah, so I think at 5 minutes, everything stops spawning, so that you could like you have an opportunity as a character to like leave the level. Basically, I was gonna make it so that you can leave the level whenever you want. It's pretty interesting, but this idea is scrapped. And what's important to realize is that as much as you code, uh, a lot of the code is just going to be what we call like we're gonna call it a tech demo. You know what I mean? Like you're showing off the technology that you can do, that you can implement, but it really isn't. I don't know why there's only two people, honestly. But the like you're showing off the code you can do, but it's not really like you're not gonna make it into a game, pretty much. Now maybe I would, but like I said, I don't like this art. Oh, and I don't know if you guys can't tell, but I try to. Well, I got this art from like I did the AI art, obviously. I tried to make the art. Like I tried to get rid of the like some of the color, some of the white background, and I made some of it transparent. So you see, like at 5 minutes, you could just like, oh, okay, I want to leave or I want to do something. It might be a little too long though, but I like this background. This background is actually a like it's not like you're not really moving. Obviously, you're not really moving through space. Well, obviously, but these are just pixels just being moved, like maybe 3 or 4 layers at different speeds, and so it just makes it look like you're moving. And so I'm gonna show you guys this game that I started playing. It's called Brotato. I want to show you guys this game I started playing, and you'll see like what a $5 game looks like, and like kind of like where I'm going. But before I do that, I want to show you guys this other thing. So, oh yeah, let me show you guys my background screen. Let me see if it's here. No, this is my book. Look at that. Those are some of the games I have on this computer. Now, obviously, I have way more games, but these are some of the games I have on this computer. So this is Brotato. We're gonna go to that later. But before we do that, this is the other. This is the. I was working on this for a second to kind of like implement modularity, if in a sense, and like the movement and stuff. And so you basically would have different, like it would basically be an auto battle. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it from an auto battler into a like into kind of like this Brotato thing. So I didn't. Oh, I did. Okay, so I thought I didn't, but basically you could like use the. I'm gonna go to the keypad thing. So the camera would normally. So I could actually attach the camera and make him follow. I just kind of unattached the camera because I wanted to implement a dynamic camera kind of thing. But I'm not even gonna do the dynamic camera. You're gonna see there's this game called Brotato. Oh, that's interesting. This thing is moving. But anyway, there's this game called Brotato, and we're gonna show you that. And basically, I think I'm gonna make this game more like Brotato. So Brotato, I was listening to somebody's podcast. Basically, I like the idea of a video game you could play while listening to somebody's podcast. If you guys don't know, I'm a podcaster, obviously. Um, like where you could just listen to something. Now, obviously, if you want to work out or exercise, that's good too. But like sometimes, I can't work out and exercise. But I also don't want to just watch some dude just rally, just rant on about nothing. So what I do is I would program a game. No, I mean like you could play a game, right? Pretty much. Now I can show you guys how easy it is to attach the camera. Real talk. I'll show you how easy it is because that camera probably should have been attached. So you go to this. This is the screen. This is the map screen. Matter of fact. And what's cool about this map is that it's randomly generated. You can kind of see that it's not good looking per se. But here's the character and here's the camera. Right. You probably can't read it, but it says dynamic camera. And you see like this is like I titled the game after like some of the inspirations I was trying to do, but I'm really trying to do a Brotato. So this was you just attach the camera to the character, and then boom, that's it. That's all you would do. Real talk. See, you see what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, press escape. My fault. I just had my button on. Now the only problem is that I have the camera, and so like you can kind of see. Now I didn't make this an infinite world. And I think I'm going to change the map in order to make it seem more infinite, if you will. But yeah, pretty much this is the entirety of this game. I'm going to probably make it like Brotato, basically. So you see, I kind of like, oh yeah, so this is also AI art. But see, because it was going to be an auto battler, I was okay with this level of animation, in a sense. Now, obviously, I got this thing in the way, so I can't even think. But I was okay with this level of thing because it was going to just be like an auto battler. I don't know if you guys heard of this game called Battle Brother, but it's like you don't need high graphics for that kind of stuff. And so Brotato also does that kind of, look, we don't need high graphics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys Brotato. It's a little bit of an inspiration for this next thing. And then this is a $5 game, okay? And that's what the guy said. He said, "Look, you should make your first game like $2 to $5. Vampire Survivors is like basically the prototype for this. But Vampire Survivors is considered bullet heaven. Let me actually turn it down. I'll turn it down. Oh, maybe this much. Only because, right? And so basically, you can pick any kind of character. I'm just gonna just gonna go quickly. I'll pick. I'll just pick this for now. No, I'll pick. Yeah, I'll pick this for now just to show you guys. It's not good because it's melee, but like basically, look, you have this small map. Okay. I'm actually gonna turn down the volume because, like, after giving you guys the impression of what the volume sounds like, it doesn't really make sense to think. But like basically, you just wait. Like you see the timer at the top. It says now. Obviously, you don't want to get hit as much as I do, but you see, you level up after a certain amount of experience you get, and then you get the wave complete. Then you have a choice between whatever. Let's say we're gonna go. We're not gonna really play this one, so. Oh, you can also re-roll, which means get alternate items. This is knockback, and this is another knife. Now, I didn't really want to. I don't really like the knife build anymore, but I kind of wanted to show you guys the gun too. So I'm gonna try to get a gun. But the only trouble, like one of the troubles with this game is that, like because I started off with the knives, it's not really likely that I'm going to think. Like I might just keep getting knives, kind of thing, which is good if you're like really trying to specialize, but not if you're trying to like show off the game. But you guys could see. Oh yeah, you noticed that my game didn't have any sound. Sound is really good for a game. We're gonna get lifesteal. We're gonna just look for a gun. See, I don't have any. Oh, here, this one's kind of ranged. So we're gonna look for a range thing, and it's ethereal or whatever. And I just want to show you guys what it looks like. So basically, you could like eventually get a bunch of range things, so as to whatever. Let's see. Yeah. So basically, this is what I'm gonna probably do with that map you guys saw earlier, where it's like, it's just gonna spawn a bunch of enemies. I don't really like this bunch of enemies things, but like that's pretty much what it is. You see, it's like a small map. So with that 3D map I made, I can make it so that the edges are really big versus the let's see. You can combine these, by the way, but I know you guys don't really care about this game, so I'm not really like showing the game, right? But so you see, I got like 2 weapons, but now they're stronger each. They're each stronger, and it's just wave after wave. Eventually, it becomes really difficult, right? I think I mean, I just started playing the game yesterday, but it's like this is the kind of stuff that you're supposed to do. It's not too technically thing, and you see how the enemies kind of show you. All right, the enemies have kind of minimal animation, right? Your potato has minimum animation. My thing is that I'm not really too good at animating right now. And then they also do what's called telegraphing, obviously, right? Where they kind of tell you, oh, look, I'm about to attack you, right? That's really important. I wanted to get one of the guns, but there's... Okay, so let's re-roll and let's see if there's any guns. So, like I said, you kind of notice... like, you'll notice that there's no guns, which is... okay, here's a gun. So, oh, cool, flamethrower, right? Me like nerding out, right? So I just wanted to... Oh, actually, I guess I do have the rocket or whatever. But you see what I'm saying? So this is a... So, like, basically, I want to... Like, one of the dream games that I wanted to do was, like, a role-playing game system, right? And so... Ah, shit, my controller... Oh, I thought my controller died. Actually, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it died. It's acting weird. But it's okay. Like, I like this auto battler system. So I'm thinking... instead of that, now technically that spaceship game was also kind of auto battle thing, but you see my game was just a little bit harder, and obviously with no sound, it's not that great. Although this again, no sound is okay for me. Like it works for me because I would rather, I'm not even gonna read this. So I would rather, like, just listen to a podcast. You know what I mean? I would just rather listen to a podcast, and so I don't really need that kind of sound. And you see, all right, look at these snail guys. You see how they flash red and then they zoom forward? that's what you kind of want, that telegraphing, as opposed to like my game where like enemies just kind of just blitzkrieg you, you know, like you don't know what they're about to do, they just do it. uh and that's fine. Like this is easy, you could kind of do this in a shader. Like it's easy to do, I could technically do it, but like again, I'm not really, I just wasn't feeling this space game. And you kind of see that my game was also, like my game was actually more static than this, you know. uh I just kind of like gave up on it because I mean I could go back to it. It's just like I said, the bigger focus is to the bigger focus is to write the book. Okay, so the bigger focus is to write the book. But yeah, I like this game. What the freak? This is locked. Why is this locked? Oh, it wasn't locked. Oh, you could lock things. That's cool. I had no idea. All right. Yeah. So the bigger focus is to write games. Oh, let me see if. Oh yeah. So this right here, they tell you all the stats that can be used. So there's a lot of optimization. And the cool thing about this is that this is done in the same game engine that that I'm using. Okay. So this is done in the same game engine, which is really cool. Oh yeah, that's another thing right here. So you see, if you have, so this is ethereal, this is ethereal, this is elemental and heavy. So because I have two ethereals, my armor is reduced, but my dodge is up. And if I had, you know, like let's say three heavies, my thing. So there's a lot to this game in the sense that you could combine items, or and you know reduce the amount of quote unquote, they call it synergy in other games, and that's from another type of game. So basically, I don't know if I don't have to show you guys Vampire Survivor. Um, that's basically what this, like that basically was a game that created this genre. Not created this genre, but it was like it like exploded this genre. I should probably show you guys how much it made. Like it made a whole bunch of money, but it's really simple. And so what some game developers are saying is instead of reinventing the wheel, right? And Vampire Survivor, by the way, is like a $2 game. I don't know if I can't even see it. This is my Baldur's Gate 3, by the way. Maybe this thing should go like in alphabetical order or something. Oh, here, Vampire Survivors, right? Like it was in alphabetical order. Then I downloaded more games. You know what I'm saying? Well, next for this, I don't know. Maybe my son moved it. Um, but like I'll show you guys Vampire Survivor just for whatever, right? So Vampire Survivor kind of creates this genre of games where basically like the question becomes so again, this is also another one of those games that, like, let's say I'm listening to a podcast here on the KWZ Radio Network, right? I might play, you know what I mean? I'll put the music on and the thing just to give you guys some, you know, atmosphere in the moment. But usually I would play with the volume off or low, as you guys just saw, right? Just because I might want to be listening to somebody else's thing. You could pick any of these things. Obviously, I got almost everything in the game, and oh shit, I just pressed random on this thing. So basically, you just actually hold on. Let me go to another level. You pick any of these things. You can skip or banish if you don't like any of them. But let me actually go to the first level. Oh shit, did I hide pick up? All right, so let me go to the first level. So basically, they give you the results after you win. This is basic screen. So this game is not too hard to program type. Where's my character? This is my character. And this is the mad forest. So the cool thing about this game is that, so unlike the last game, this game has like infinite, I mean like really big maps. So this is the size of the map, and it's like really big. Like you can just keep going almost endlessly. Like you don't really reach an edge. Yeah, you don't really reach an edge. Oh yeah, so why would I be playing games, you might ask, right? Like, well, one, like I said, if I'm listening to somebody's podcast, I can't write. You know, writing takes a lot of focus. But the thing that I like about games, I realized that when I was younger, like it helped me with my literacy. You know what I mean? Like just the idea of I mean, like the fact that you had to interface with it in a way that you don't have to interface with in a book, right? Like you don't really, like you don't need to necessarily think. You could recognize words in a book and not really know what you're reading. You know what I mean? Like for instance, like take my son for an example, right? Like he could read the word, you know, uh, gesticulation. Is he gonna know what it means? You know what I mean? Like sure you could, you know, if you have an and I'm not saying I didn't have an active parent like that, but like it like that's the thing too. It's like even if you have an active parent, like are they teaching you the word gesticulation? And to the point of your understanding it, right? Uh and it's like, yeah, you could say that like it's as somebody who homeschools, I realize it's ridiculously hard, you know, and it's like that expectation on our parents is not there. So I mean that you could put that expectation on your parents, but it's just really like it's really more difficult than you think. So so you see, I'm collecting these gems. These gems. Every time I get a better gem, I can level up, and I can get like a different thing. Now those items that you just saw, they can combine. I'll show you guys. I mean, I know nobody really cares, or if you guys do care, you know, it is what it is. But um, so this is the all the unions. Oh, I don't have all of them. I guess they added a new one. Yeah, they added a new one, so I didn't get that one. But anyway, so you know, if you have this plus that, then it evolves into this thing kind of thing. It's pretty cool. So this game is pretty much like it was like a hit, like an indie hit. Like you know, we're talking like a million sold. And, you know, a million at $2 is like $2. You know what I'm saying? Like $2 million. So well, not really 2 million, but like maybe like you know you might get like 300,000 or 500,000. You know, whatever you might get like yeah you might get a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but for this it's a lot. You know what I mean? For the amount of programming that goes into this kind of thing, it's a lot. So um, because most people won't really see like even $1,500. You know what I mean? For their first game. So to get like um, you know, to get like, you know, 300, $400,000, $500,000 for this. And I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm just saying that like, it's it's uh, it's not like what I would pay. I mean, not well, I'm sorry, not what I would not pay. It's just that's a lot of money, right? For the amount of programming you do, right? So you can get chests and all that kind of stuff. So basically, I'm showing you guys this because, like I said, I just like obviously I beat this one, and Brotato is like in the same genre. So you know, they call them bullet heavens, where like instead of a bullet hell where you're dodging bullets like you saw in my first game, it's a bullet heaven in the sense where you're pretty much churning out the bullets. Now I don't get the bullet items per se, so that's why you don't really notice it. But like other people might just have like a bunch of guns and shit. Maybe I shouldn't show you guys my cool ass builds so you guys can figure out on your own. But yeah. So this is the bullet heaven type thing. Here, I'll show you. This is like the lightning, the whatever that is, the magic wand. So like I kind of like you know if somebody comes next to me, I just f them up. But what I'm saying is that yeah. So like basically the way how the people are recommending you make games, they're saying, hey, just find a game that you play that you're good at type thing, right? And then see what you can change about it. And so my thinking is this: I want to make this RPG system, this role playing game system, um, and and the thing about it is that yeah, like I could implement it in this. Now, obviously, I have the 3D thing. Nobody really cares about the 3D gimmick. It's really just what I would do so I can get some verticality. Like if I want to jump, or I also like the camera angle of that. I can probably show you guys. I know I'm just showing you guys a whole bunch of games. I can kind of show you guys the inspiration. I didn't play this game, but it looks gorgeous. So I have it. I don't think I even have it on this computer, honestly. Like a lot of these games, I kind of just bought for my son, but he doesn't play them. So it is what it is. Like I don't personally play games like that. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, I beat Vampire Survivors, but that's one of those games where you don't have to think too much. Like you notice, I could talk while I'm playing it, right? You don't have to think too much, and that's a good thing because now I could like listen to, you know, if you guys send me a lecture, you're like, hey, listen to this lecture. You know, as long as the lecture like the lecture doesn't have too many visuals, I got to stop everything I'm doing to listen to this lecture. And I mean, sure, you know, if I need to exercise, like if I could exercise for 3 hours, maybe I would, but but I don't necessarily do that. I might exercise for like you know a good amount of time, like do a good amount of sets, and then go about with it. Let me just double check to see if I have this gorgeous looking game on my computer, and you guys can see what I was talking about. Let me arrange this stuff by a name or something. Oh, I like this game, Fusifer's Function. That's another person people who made in my game engine, or in the game engine I use. I like that game too. But I don't need to show you guys that right now. I just gotta quickly. What was the name of that game? I don't remember. I already know this video is going too long. That's why I'm trying to rush out. This was also made cassette beast. I didn't play it yet. I just got it for my son. There's another. Oh, Octopath Traveler. So this is a SquareSoft game. This is another of those games that. Actually, no. Let me not even show it because it's like it's gonna take too long. Like it looks like it's already. Because like I said, I never played it. But anyway, so that's pretty much the. Oh shit! Look at these motherfuckers. That's pretty much. That's my Steam profile. That was Steam that opened up because they were like, "Hey, you're trying to play a Steam game," and look, like you see, you close it, and then it's like, "Nah, dude, I know you closed it, but all right, let me just close it again." Okay, whatever. Let's just try it. So, so it's in the Unreal Engine. So basically, you're gonna notice, um, you're gonna notice. I like how I'm saying continue. Oh yeah, I think I did try to get my son to play, but like he's not into it. I just want to show you guys the graphics. Load this. This obviously is good, but you see it's level 1. Like he didn't think. And it's way too loud. But look at these graphics right here. Look at that. So the reason why I'm. How do you turn it on? Okay, so I don't know how to. Oh, you know how to. Like Japanese is good. That's a language. Here's the volume.
Octopath Traveler.
Alright, never mind. Alright, so, but you see the graphics. Like, this is 3D. So, it's, I call this 2. No, I don't, not, they call this 2.5D. I kind of did want to show the battle. I think this guy could challenge anybody to a fight. Although, I don't know the buttons.
Hi ho! Hi ho!
Okay, I don't know how to.
Hey there!
Okay, I don't know. But yeah, you see that it's basically 3D. So that's kind of like what I was going for in my game. Anyway, I think that's pretty much as much as I should. I think that's pretty much as much as I can say in this thing. So appreciate you guys for coming through. Obviously, look out for my next book. But this next game, I'm thinking. I think I will make a game pretty soon. Well, not pretty soon. Sorry, I have to focus on this book. And you can kind of see the title. Well, it's not really the title. But I need to focus on this book. We're talking about pre-industrial economies, that kind of stuff. Like this right here is more important than the other, like than the video games, pretty much. But after I finish the video games, after I finish this book, I think I can go into, kind of like a simple $5 game. You know what I mean? Like you start off with the $5 game, and that can like go a long way. So that's pretty much the update. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, obviously like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you didn't, yeah, okay. I don't really do this content anyway. But other than that, thanks so much. And of course, Shamim Hotep, Anku Ja Seneb Neb, Amen, Ma'at Dua Net.